Yeah. He's a pain in the butt.
He's
Morning,
funny.
everybody.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
And he does that louder, like when I'm sleeping and he wants to go outside.
Oh
It's
my
almost like
gosh.
he's screaming at me, you know?
Oh no.
And yeah, he doesn't let me sleep through it, that's for sure.
Gosh.
And I'm in the back cleaning those stairs off, and it's so freaking cold back there because that's our back hallway is back there.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that opening in the door, and so we keep a comforter up there against over the back hallway so that it's really cold in the back hallway. Well, the stairs from the back hallway
Right.
lead upstairs to where my room is, and it is going to be so freaking cold up there. I gotta go put the heater up there so
Yeah.
that it heats up.
Oh yeah. I know it was chilly this morning. Good
I hope it
morning,
warms.
everybody. Y'all just piled
The
in
sun
all at
is up.
once. Um,
The sun is out, so it should be nice today.
right.
I'm
We got
hoping.
Hank and Grandma Wrinkles and Shantae and Amelia and Karen,
Oh,
Frankie's Finds. Thank you all
what?
for being here this morning.
Morning, everybody. No.
I had really good sleep last night. I went to bed like right after. Well, I think everybody pretty much went off when you did,
Yeah.
and then pretty much right after. I mean, we probably stayed on for maybe 20 minutes or so
Yeah.
after, and that was it. Everybody was so tired last night.
I don't think it was even that long because I was gonna listen while I was falling asleep, and I went to the bathroom. I came back, you guys were gone. So
Yeah,
yeah, I went to the bathroom, did a couple things, and then you guys were gone already by the time I got back. So
yeah, it was. I think everybody was just wiped out yesterday,
yeah,
but hopefully y'all got good sleep, and I know I did.
I know I was tired. I was tired. I slept like a log last night. Oh man, I slept really good.
Me too, and like I was trying to watch TV and stuff, and my freaking I didn't know what was going on, but my TV went out, and then my phone went out, and then my internet went out, and I'm like, oh
Oh,
great.
lovely.
Hopefully it'll be fixed in the morning. So I'm just gonna freaking go to bed,
Yeah,
forget about it, and yeah, yeah, I felt good whenever I woke up. Though I only woke up probably about 7:55 or so.
huh.
Yeah, so I slept like a log too.
I slept like 6 hours, which is very rare for me.
Wow.
Yeah, and I actually feel good because usually if I sleep more than five, I'm as useless if I didn't sleep. But this morning I slept. This last night I slept. Well, yeah, it was about 6 hours, and I feel good.
Yeah.
So I must have really needed it.
Good.
Because, like I said, if I sleep five or more, I feel groggy from sleeping too much.
Hank, man, that sounds like you're hurting, man. That's awful.
What happened?
She she says didn't sleep for shit, kept having difficulty breathing, felt
Oh
like
boy.
a cinder block on my chest. Suspect a strained or pulled muscle in the chest, back, rib cage area. That's owies.
That's tough. I hope you feel
Um,
better. Ugh.
yeah, you need to take something. Take a painkiller if you got one, or a couple of ibuprofen or something. Shantae says my husband was late for work today because we overslept. Haven't done that in a while or in years.
Oh, everybody was tired yesterday, huh? Wow.
Uh, yeah, I made sure to set my alarm this morning because I knew that if I really got on one, I mean, I could sleep. Like if I'm sick or something, I could sleep for 12 hours,
Yeah.
and it's not good for me.
Yeah.
Like I will wake up and I will be in the sorest condition because I probably stayed in the same exact spot,
Mhm.
the whole time. But yeah, I could sleep for 12 hours and yeah, my body needs it or whatever, but it freaking hurts. Man, that's awful, Hank. Um, she says it's not as painful or sharp as a broken rib, so I don't know. I figured it was pulled or strained from the bigger dirt bike. Well, maybe wrap yourself in an ace bandage. Yeah, yeah, and if you are getting worse or not getting better, you
Yeah.
need to get to the ER or get to the doctor.
Yeah. Not good. Digging through that stuff on the stairway, I I encountered some mouse turds. Um, I'm hoping they're from the dead mouse.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
anyways, I found a lot of stuff that's worth quite a bit of money, so I'm gonna have to get that stuff if I can get my shit in order today and get my computer set up and everything. Maybe I'll get some listing done today.
Right. Yeah. Definitely get your computer set up because your show's
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, yeah,
If y'all got to come in for listed and ditch it tonight,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be Nikki's first victim. I went through two whole boxes underneath my desk last night, and believe me, I was so freaking scared because with my little you know problems with animals the
Yeah.
past few days.
Critters.
I was I was my chipmunks and my mouses that we've caught two mouses in traps the last couple of days. So I hope we got all of them, but I don't know.
I need to get another outside cat because I mean I have never had mice in this house like I do now, and
Outside cat.
yeah, because I used to have an outside cat, and the only mice, even with animals, I had pigs, goats, and chickens, and ducks, and guinea hens, and
Hmm.
even with all the feed around, I never saw any mice, other than
Wow.
dead mice. She was such a good mouser, and she would go into the chicken coop. She wouldn't bother the chickens. She wouldn't. She wouldn't bother the ducks. Nothing. She was such a good cat.
Wow.
And she got along with the dogs. And well, then one day she went missing. I never saw her again, so I'm assuming she died. But um, but yeah, she was such a good cat, and I took good care of her too. I kept her fed. I
Yeah.
had cat food for her, and then vets will tell you it's a bad thing, but I used to give her warm milk in the winter time to warm her up inside, and um, sometimes if I didn't like boil the turkey bones, I'd give her the turkey bones and let her eat everything off of them.
Hmm.
Um, she loved it. I mean, she was treated like a queen because she was killing my mice, keeping mice away from my house. And
Right. Right.
we never had mice in the house, never. And now that she's gone, oh my God, I always get mice in the house now. I mean, I live in the
Yeah.
country, so people don't think I'm gross or anything. I live in
Right.
the country in the middle of the fields, so there's bound to be mice. And then I have a
Oh yeah.
gap under my door because when the house shifts, I always get this gap under my door in the wintertime, and yeah, so they're coming in through there, sure, I'm sure, but um,
Yeah.
which I have to get a new door, which we forgot to do this year, you know.
Like I don't know where they could come in except like the front door or the back door.
Hmm. And it's amazing where they
That
don't
was
need much
weird.
space.
Did you hear that sound?
No,
Oh, maybe it was my coffee pot. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I'm just like any kind of sound or anything. I'm like, do you hear the sound?
What was that?
It sounded like scurrying feet, but I think it was my coffee pot going, shh, you know.
Oh, we're freaking
But
ourselves out talking about our critters.
it makes me freak out.
It
Um,
does me
yeah,
too.
I don't like it. Yeah, so I
Things
went through these two whole boxes and I found probably 2 pounds of dog food. And it just, I see one piece of dog food. I'm like, oh, I don't want
Yeah,
to do it. And I just inch through it. And, like, it's not good. It's not good to have, mice in your stuff because you don't know I'm going to have to probably, I wiped some things down last night, but I'm going to have to go through and really wash everything and,
yeah,
make sure everything's clean.
yeah.
Um, it's not just gross, but
Especially with you with clothing.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Um, yeah, and yeah, it's ugh. Um, so so yep, but I have a whole full box of stuff to go through tonight with Nikki
Well,
and you guys.
I'm gonna be warming my house, so snug as a bug in the rug. So I won't be in a hurry. So whatever you got,
Good.
yeah. As long as
So
we've
it's
got people to watch, we'll stay on. I don't care.
and you're Central Time, right?
Central Time, 7 p.m. Central Time.
So it would be 8 my time?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, just make sure I get that right because,
Yeah. Don't be late.
I know. Leave it to me. Uh,
Well, I want to
yeah,
hurry up
that's
and get my computer set up just in case there's some updates or something I got to do. Because then I got to fiddle
oh
around with
yeah.
emails and learn how to work it. I mean, all I
Yeah.
know is how to join. I don't know how to create a hangout and everything else.
Oh, you don't know how to do all that?
No, I've never done it before. I can't do it on mobile. Well, that's what I'm saying. I got to hurry up and get my ass in gear and get.
Oh, well, yeah. Yes, you better. Like right now, get it going because there's always like the updates and stuff will run whenever you first, start a computer.
Yeah.
You have to, get all the stuff downloaded and everything and then yeah,
Mhm.
get it
Yeah.
going, Nikki.
What to do?
In the chat, they're talking about blood clots.
Ugh,
Um because of all of Hank's
problems.
symptoms
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
She's been having a lot of health problems lately, hasn't she?
I mean, it doesn't seem like she's been well for, you know,
Quite
well,
some time.
very much as like, one thing or another kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you need to go get that checked out, Hank,
Yeah.
because I mean it just seems like too much. And, yep, and Beth says blood clots kill a lot of people, and they do.
Yeah.
But you just really have to watch that, and if it's seriously causing you a hard time breathing, that's not good.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, it's just something that you don't want to mess around with. You don't want to take a chance on. Oh, if I feel better, I'll go in, or if I don't feel better, I'll go in or whatever. But when you have problems breathing, that's nothing to mess around with
Yeah.
because it can go like from 20 to 100 in a few
Oh, exactly.
minutes.
Yep.
you know you can be fine 1 minute or just have a little bit of problem breathing, and then all of a sudden you can't breathe.
And it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are or how active you are. My brother was very, very active. My brother was, he had no fear. He did all kinds of stuff. And he was always active. And
Hmm.
um, he ended up dying at 44 instantly from clogged arteries.
Oh man.
And I mean, you know, I mean, me and my dad had been through it a million times with my mom and my sister. You know, going into cardiac arrest, we take them in. They work on them a little bit. They get them going, and then worst case scenario, they have to have bypass surgery. And so we kept thinking that night. You know, I mean, this is Terry. You know, he was active. He didn't, you know, he didn't have health problems. So we thought, you
Right.
know,
Right.
and never had to go to the doctor or whatever. Blah blah blah. Um, the worst thing that he ever complained about was his back hurt, but he knew he had a degenerative problem with his tailbone.
Mm.
But anyways, I mean that was the worst. That was all he ever complained about. Which not very often did he complain about that, and he always just worked through it. Well, yeah, that one night he went into cardi. He was riding a bike built for two with his girlfriend, and he told her, he goes, I feel like I'm going to pass out, so you better get off the bike. He got off the bike and down he went. And they never
Wow.
got to revive him. 44 years old, you know. So, I mean, you just never know. You need to get shit checked
Right.
out. And now, you know, I mean, I used to be like that too. I'll just let it go, leave it be. It'll be fine, you know. And no, you can't. When certain symptoms come on, you need to get it checked out just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Like I said, it doesn't matter how young you are, you know.
Yeah, Beth says birth control can cause blood clots. I'm sorry, I hate people who try to freak me out on health shit, but you should get it checked out.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, just to be on the safe side, so that you could put it in the back of your mind and, try and
Yeah.
get better.
The thing about it is now if you look at the symptoms for like heart attack, it's, you know, like sick to your stomach. You know, you could have chest pains, but not necessarily, you know,
Mhm.
fatigue. I mean, there are all these general symptoms, most of them, you know.
Right.
Unless you have the left arm or the chest pains, all the other symptoms are pretty just normal symptoms of like flu or pneumonia or anything like that, you know, simple stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but all of a sudden, bam, you're having a heart attack, you know? I mean, and blood clots, those can be a silent killer. Those can, you know, if one of those blood clots lets loose, it can go right to your lungs or your brain and you're dead. Or your heart, you're done right then and there,
Yeah.
you know? So yeah, you definitely don't want to mess around.
Yeah, and Frankie Spine says, and women's symptoms are different from men. Yeah, I think
Exactly.
women have like more back pain and stuff like that
Yeah.
than men do whenever it comes to having a heart attack.
And that's the thing, you know, I mean, like if I overdo it or whatever, I'll have like chest pains or whatever, and or my arm hurts or whatever because I've overdone something. But you know, that could be just a simple pulled muscle, or it could be a heart attack. You just never know, you know. I mean, you really gotta watch yourself. And
Yeah,
just because your parents live to be 90 doesn't mean you're going to either, you know.
right. Well, that's one thing that I have to watch because my mom died when she was 53.
Yeah.
My dad's still alive, but even I mean, and my grandparents, lived to be, into their 70s and 80s. And so,
Yeah.
it's
You've
that's
already
a good
have
thing.
some health problems that you need to worry about. And the health
Yes,
problems that you have can cause heart attacks and stuff like that.
I know.
So,
Thank you, Nikki.
sorry. I'm a mom, okay?
I know I am too, but not whenever it comes to me.
Exactly, exactly. I'm the daughter of a nurse, you know. I was told the signs of infection all the way from birth, you know.
I know, and I didn't want this to be a downer show too. That says, what a downer show this is. Sorry, you guys. I didn't want it to be a
Well,
downer
no,
show either.
we got And in the reselling community, this is actually an important topic
Hmm.
because a lot of us are less mobile. We're not doing as
Right.
much as we used to. We have a sit down job. It's like when I became a truck driver, they said, now you're sitting down a lot. You need to be
Right.
careful with circulation. You got to be careful with
Hang
this.
on just a second.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with resellers. They have to watch out because we're sitting down more often, and you can get blood clots in the back of your legs and stuff like that, easily. So this is an important topic on this show because, like I said, we don't get up and do as much as we used to. Even if we are getting up, moving, like me, I go to auctions and stuff, so I'm up moving around. I'm up lifting boxes and stuff like that, but I'm still not doing what I used to do, as much as I used to do.
Yeah.
And unless you're going to the gym every day and exercise, I mean, making a specific point to exercise every day, you're
And
not
I
doing
know
as much as you used to.
I know that Hank is, pretty active and stuff, but
Yes.
whenever you get hit and like, you know, Frankie's finds is talking about when you get a bruise
Uh-huh.
somewhere and then, where the blood collects, where you get hit and then,
Yep.
it sticks together and,
Yep.
tries to get through the blood vessels and that's where you start to have problems. But,
Yep.
but, I know that you're, pretty active and stuff, but you still have to be careful with stuff like that.
Yep.
That's just some kind of the random shit that, will kill you. But
And I mean, look at us on these hangouts and stuff. We're on the computer more often. I mean, and and yeah, I don't sit down very much while I'm on the hangouts. That's why I'm on my mobile. I like being on my mobile because I can get up
mhm,
and do things. But but yeah, I mean, we're sitting here in front of a computer or whatever more hours a day than we used to,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, definitely. Um, well, what I wanted to talk about today,
Sorry.
I wanted to be more motivational today than that.
You started it.
Well, you guys get yourselves to the doctors if you need to,
Yeah.
and the rest of us, um, we need to just kind of bring ourselves back and think of all the stuff that we've resold,
Uh-huh.
and think about how many, you never know what could affect somebody's life.
Yeah.
Like there's different, things that maybe somebody bought for somebody else that could have been, a severe life-changing thing,
Yeah.
and you were a part of that.
Yep.
Just food for thought. It's like anything that anything that you do, it will reflect on somebody else ultimately.
Yeah.
um yeah, we
Well,
love you, Hank. We don't want nothing bad to happen to you.
yeah, we love you, Hank. Well, we do. We change lives, you know.
Yeah.
People, I don't know how many times I've sold a stuffed animal or a doll or something where it's like, oh, I've been looking for this since I was little. I had one of these when I was little, and blah blah blah. And or like
Yeah.
Scavenger Life, they had that one stupid ugly doll that they sold. It was like half doll, half stuffed animal. It was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. But this lady had been looking for it for years. They had
Wow.
this doll. I don't know the whole exact story. I can't remember. It's been a while, but it was something like she had this doll when she was little, and they used to bring it everywhere with them, like a little
Hmm.
traveling doll or whatever. And she wanted to continue, and it got destroyed, and she wanted or got lost or something, and she wanted to continue this with her grandkids. this tradition.
Yeah.
And she had been looking for, she wanted to do it with her kids, but now it's her grandkids, I guess. And she wanted to continue this tradition with this doll. And she finally found it after so many years,
Right.
and that's life changing for somebody, you know.
Yeah.
I sold a cookbook to somebody. It's just one of those cookbooks that, they're every fundraiser does them, whatever.
Right.
And
Right.
and I had this cookbook, this fundraising cookbook, and the lady goes, "Does this happen to have this certain picture?" Don't remember exactly what it was in it. And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh my God, I've been looking for this cookbook for years." She says, "I used to make stuff out of this with my mom and my grandma, and I love the recipes that are in there." And she wanted that cookbook. So she bought the cookbook full price, no problems. She was elated when she got it. She sent
Right.
me, "Oh, thank you. My mom is so excited about this, blah, 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 blah." And so she was so excited about it. And she
Yeah.
even told me, she goes, "Before you send it, photocopy this recipe." I don't remember what it was. I never did it, but she said, "Photocopy this recipe before you send it." She said, "It is so good."
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, she knew exactly what was in that cookbook. She described the pictures that were in it. Yeah, she knew exactly what she was looking for.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I remember whenever I first started reselling, there was somebody that bought a stuffed animal from me, and they said that 2 days prior, their kid had thrown one out the window while they were driving on the freeway,
Oh boy.
and said that he had just been a wreck ever since because he didn't know why he did it.
Yeah.
He was like 3 or 4, and just did it. And
Hmm.
so that they were going to surprise him because his birthday was coming up. They were going to
Oh,
surprise him for his birthday that that his toy had come back.
cool.
And I was like, that is so cool.
Yeah.
That I could help rectify that situation, because
Mhm.
obviously they're not selling them in the stores anymore.
Yeah.
So I mean, but really, like, if you love something, it'll come back to you, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe it taught him something, that lesson at 3 or 4 years old, maybe something like that taught him, maybe to take better care of his stuff, or you know
Yeah.
to to hold on to what he loves, instead of
Mhm.
trying to throw it out the window.
Or it taught him, "Mommy can just buy this anytime I want, so I can throw it out the window anytime I want."
We have all these resellers that have all these old toys. Might as well just throw this one out the window. Yeah,
So it may have not have taught him anything.
right. But hopefully it did. Hopefully it changed his life
Yeah.
at some point, to where,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not that's not a huge thing, but it's huge to me. It's huge to
Yeah.
me to think that, maybe that helped him. Also, I sold a Disney CNET to someone that had a kid in at St. Jude,
Hmm.
and they sent me an offer, and um, I actually gave them an even better amount. Um, and I mean, I was just like, yeah, you can totally take this off my hands for you know however much it was. I can't even remember. I think it was like $10 or something, because I had just started reselling, and I heard that these Disney scenes were going for 20, $40, depending on the condition. And but stuff like that, you have to take a chance to change somebody's
Yeah.
life,
Yep.
even if it's just a little bit of a change, or giving them some kind of peace, or some kind of joy to have an item, that maybe they, maybe him and his parents were, playing that game on his hospital bed. You
Yeah.
you just think about stuff like that, and it's like, oh, you know, I really
Hmm.
hope I really hope they enjoyed it and made a positive.
Or it was
Made,
another reseller who gave you a stupid story about the kid being in St. Jude because they know nobody can resist a kid that's got cancer.
oh, right, right, but hopefully, I mean, I know that there's people out there like that.
Yeah, hopefully that's not it.
There was there was somebody, I got, a ton of messages about, being on a low income, and it's like, this is a video game. What does that make? What
Exactly.
difference does that make, in your life? No, I'm not giving that to you at that price because you're just trying to get it for cheap.
Yeah.
Just by saying that, you used to be a soldier, and
Yeah.
now you're disabled. That
Well,
makes me feel like shit. I'm sorry, you know, but
yeah.
you don't just get to make people feel like shit just because you want something for cheap,
Yeah.
you know?
Even Steph, they had the resale killers. They had a story one time, not too long ago. There was this one customer who they sell to quite a bit, but she's one of those ones who doesn't have a lot of money, and she's always asking them to hold on to stuff for her. You know,
Uh,
they do, no big deal. They put their best customer service out there, and which is fine. I mean, I've held items for people also. It's no big deal. But then this one was like, well, I can't do it now, but I just hold off another week and then I can pay it. And then she put them off another week. Well, they're
hmm
like, oh, she's taking advantage now. And they're like, should
right,
we not sell it to her? And it's like, you know what? And it was an expensive cookware set. And they thought of telling her, hey, we have this little cheaper, but just almost as good cookware set. Why don't you take that one?
right,
And it's like, this cookware set, this expensive cookware set, it's not like it's food or something that they need to live or medicine. You know,
right,
I mean, I understand, going that extra mile for your customer or whatever, but this person is obviously very, very poor or don't manage their
yeah.
money very well, one or the other.
Or
And
maybe they just are addicted to buying
yeah,
stuff,
but they didn't need this cookware set to live. They didn't need this cookware set to, you know, I mean, it wasn't life changing. You know, they're not
Right.
gonna, you know what I mean?
They're not
I said
helping her out.
I mean, it's like a $300 cookware set. It's like a $500 cookware set, brand new, and they
Wow.
could make they could make 200 or $300 on it. And I said I would just sell it. I'd tell her, you know what, you're taking advantage. I just need to sell it because they got to pay their bills too.
Right,
Who's to say that this other seller doesn't has a whole bunch of money and um they don't need to pay their damn bills.
right,
You know, I mean, just because my husband went and bought me a computer the other day doesn't mean I don't need money.
right,
You know, um, doesn't mean that I can wait a month for to sell a. That's what the hell we're doing. We're trying to pay our bills with what we're selling. And if we got to
hmm
wait for people to pay us all the time, you know, eventually we're going to run out of money. You
right.
know, when we need it.
Yeah. Yes. Just like Hank says, they'd be better off getting their fix at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And there's people that do that too. You could tell when you're in there shopping for, a few things. It's like they got their cart full or they got two carts going, it's like, oh my gosh. But that's their thing.
But it
But
all
she
adds up. They don't realize eventually they're going to pay $100.
mm,
Maybe only $1, but it adds up pretty damn fast.
oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, about the story that I told, she says, Hank says, when he's older, they may tell him that story, and it may change his life, making him more appreciative of
Yeah,
what his mom did for him. That's
exactly.
that's what I was thinking too. It just might, lift his spirits, and think, oh well, my mom didn't have to do that, but she did it anyways.
Yep.
But it's good to think about all the stuff that could change people's life. That's what I was thinking about this morning anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I buy stuff at the Dollar Tree too. Like they have that awesome cleaner and stuff like that, and you can get, I mean, cleaner is cleaner.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of stuff, there that works great.
Mhm.
Um, so there's nothing wrong with buying stuff at the Dollar Tree. That's not what we're saying. It's
No, not at all.
your you know retail therapy. You're
Yeah.
doing your retail therapy at Dollar Tree and spending money that you don't have. You know, but we we all love to shop at different places.
Yeah.
you know, I don't like spending that money at Walmart. I really
Uh-uh.
don't. Ugh, it kills me to put down money at Walmart. I hate buying clothes. I hate
Yeah.
buying clothes because I know that someday I might just see it in the dumpster. Um,
Mhm.
and I don't have a problem with that.
Well, that's like me. I mean, I've always bought stuff at auctions and rummage sales and stuff like that. It's hard for me to go to Walmart and buy new dishes or buy new this or buy
Hmm.
that because I know I mean, like going to auction, I could redo my whole house for less than $100
Oh yeah,
in pictures and dishes and silverware and everything, furniture, you know, I could redo my whole house for less than $100 or maybe, between 100 and $200 and have like all new furniture and everything. And so it really bothers me to go and buy stuff for retail. I mean, unless there's something I really, really want.
yeah, yeah.
But other than underwear, and stuff that you can't use used, um,
Right, right.
yeah, it bothers me to buy stuff brand new.
Yeah, me too.
Like my
Um,
husband buying me that brand new computer, I was like, I could go to a used computer shop and get a decent computer
yeah.
for a couple $100. But he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
no, you need it and blah 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 and whatever. And he went plowing and saved up his money to do it. And
Right. Yeah.
for my
I
channel,
mean,
that doesn't make any money.
right. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, there's certain things that you want to do with YouTube, and you can't. You
Yeah,
just can't do it mobile.
yeah,
And even on a tablet, it's difficult to do stuff like that.
yeah.
Um,
You can't even do Hangouts on a tablet. Not
yeah,
host a Hangout. I can join a Hangout, but I can't host a Hangout.
yeah. So I mean that is sweet that your husband did that for you, just because he
There's
knows
other
he
there's
knows
other
what you.
apps I can use mobile, but I can't expect other people to download something different.
Right, right. You want to use what's most popular, definitely. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
and it really surprises me that I'm a smoker. It seriously does, but
so you're
because
what?
that I'm a smoker because I spend
Oh,
that money on cigarettes, but it's
yeah,
because of addiction. You know, I have an addiction to it, so
yeah.
that's why I do it. And if I didn't, I would probably spend it at thrift stores. I seriously would, which doesn't make any damn sense because I don't need to be spending any money like that, on anything. But yeah, I'd probably spend it at thrift stores. Just because I enjoy that. I enjoy, but I like, if I can get a little bit better inventory at a thrift store, which sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll, take $20 and see what I can get for $20, and I'll
Yeah.
come home with, a couple bags and a box full of stuff,
Yeah.
from St. Vincent's usually. Um, stuff that I could sell that I know that I can get money, money for. I have bread and butter, I have all that stuff, but other stuff that, I know that I can make, like, the Space Maker can openers and stuff like that. I can
Yeah.
get those at my thrift store for $3,
Nice.
but, and sell them for $20, $30, depending on which model and stuff, you can get good money for those.
Yeah.
And I always pick them up if I see them. Grandma Wrinkle says, I'm not going thrifting again till spring. Too much stuff. And she says, okay, I lied. I will, but I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Valerie, somebody told Valerie that she needs to stop spending too, that she needs to
Mhm.
stop buying
Mhm.
buying stuff, and look where she's at today.
Sometimes
Especially,
you need
but
it
she's
though.
got goals. She's got goals, and so she
Mhm.
sees, those suits that she can buy this morning. She sees those as being a good part of her inventory. A good,
Yeah.
you know, something good that she can make a lot of money on. And
Yep.
why would you even pass that up? That's what we do.
Mhm.
You know,
As long
definitely
as we're
something.
making more money than we're spending. Because I
Right.
see a lot of people out there spending, 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 and they're not making any money. Not raising my hand. But we have to be making more money than we're spending. A
Yeah.
lot of
Oh,
people
definitely.
go out and buy, 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 but they're not making any money buying,
Hmm.
with the stuff they're buying. And
Right.
you need to do that. I mean, as long as you're making more money than you're spending.
Hmm. Yeah, and don't become fixed to your stuff too. I mean, I have no. You could take everything that I have in here. If you buy it from me, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you at a penny per item. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I mean, this is what we do. So I just figured if I have access to it, I'm gonna grab it,
Hmm.
and if I can get money for it, if I think I can get some money for it, I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't feel like I'm a hoarder. I really don't feel like I'm one. I may look like a hoarder depending on what my, you guys just don't know. I'm not a
Yeah.
good organizer.
But hoarders don't sell things. Hoarders don't give
No,
things
that's
away.
true.
Hoarders don't take things to the donation. They don't throw things away. So I mean, yes, we're borderline hoarders, but we're not. I mean, we still get rid of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I
And we're not
probably have,
hoarders. We're not hoarders because um we're just lacking time to get rid of the stuff. It's not that we want to keep it. It's we're lacking time to get rid of it.
actually, Hank, it's not that bad anymore. If you look under my desk, I mean, I have a box that I neatly put aside that has all the stuff that I'm doing for Nikki's show tonight. And then, it's overfilled, it's a big box, but I have another box over here that I know what's in it because I've went through it recently, say in the last couple of months. So I know what's in this box pretty much. Now on the back side of my desk, that's where we have a problem because I know I know that the there's a box of shoes, a huge box of shoes, probably 30 to 40 pairs of shoes. And then I have another box. Oh, I know what's in that box. There's puzzles in that box, and they're the good ones. The, what do you call them? It's a certain brand, but I can't remember what it's called. But
Springbok.
huh?
Springbok.
No, no, it's a different brand, but it's a good brand of puzzle, but I can't remember it. Anyways, yeah, I'm not into puzzles, so that's why I just throw them in the box. You know, I should have probably passed on it. It was stuff that my brother-in-law gave me from the storage units. But you know, if it's money, you know, why throw it away?
This time of year, you should be listing those puzzles.
You think so?
Yes, definitely get them listed.
Okay.
Yeah, around Christmas time, games and puzzles all sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna sit on it until, you know, I mean, they're already counted in baggies, you know, in Ziploc baggies, so that they stay all together and everything, and they're good to go. But I just
Then
don't enjoy puzzles at all.
I'll get them listed.
I will. Just because you said so, Nikki.
Damn it, listen to me.
How you doing, Jessica?
Good.
Good.
I gotta go get my auction in a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
How'd you win that big Gaylord?
No, I just want a trucker GPS, but that alone is worth the drive because I only paid 10 for it and it's new, and they go for like 150 to 300. So
Wow.
that, and then I got a thing of like trading or cards and I don't know, weird stuff. But I'm like, for $5, I might as well grab it. It might not be worth anything, but it might be. So
Yeah.
that's what I got. Did Valerie get those suits? Has anybody heard from her?
No, nobody said it's only 8:52 there, so I don't think they open till 9. But I'm not sure.
I see.
So she's probably still waiting in line.
She's probably like, you know, has a.
Uh-huh.
She's freaking out right now. She's ready for the run.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to say for a second, you know, anything that you've been given or that you've given for Christmas, such as like, what is a big thing our parents used to give us? Games, board games, and puzzles. That's all the kind of stuff you want to list right now. I mean, you want to list other stuff, but right now, hard goods is what sells. Like dishes, baking things, flatware, games, puzzles, all that stuff sells right now. Perfume, all that stuff sells right now.
My hard goods are doing way better than my clothing right now. Like,
yeah, hard goods are way better right now to list.
Yeah. And usually I get some clothing goods trickle in, but it's like significant difference of I see.
Mean, clothing goods good too. I mean, if you've got Christmas sweaters, if you've got sweaters, wool suits, that kind of stuff, all that stuff sells now. Jackets, hats, you know. I got a box full of fur hats I got to get listed. And right now,
I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah. Right now is the prime time to get that stuff up because people are buying that stuff for winter and they're in baking mode, so get your baking dishes put up. All that stuff. I mean, you sell other stuff too, but and get all your stuff up, yes, but I mean, that kind of stuff, Tupperware, all that stuff sells right now.
Well, and let's face it,
Ann Eckert.
you want to get it.
Oh,
go ahead. Sorry.
Ann Eckert, she's Ann Save, but she's rebranded herself to her name. She's selling China like crazy. China is like blowing off her shelves. And that kind of stuff. So I mean, it's not only me that sells it. There's a lot of people that are making good money on this stuff now. And if you have any kind of glassware, I mean, glassware kind of sucks to begin with. You don't get the money that you used to for it. But if you do have any of that that's come in some of your boxes or whatever, now's the time to list it, because if you're ever going to get rid of it throughout the year, this is the time you probably get rid of it. Anyways, what were you going to say, Jessica? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're right. I was just going to say that, and I know what you're saying too, because, you know, you could say, oh, you know, list it all. Yeah, and that's what people tell you, but let's be realistic. There's a lot more things in the world than we can list. So really you have to just start with the best or what's going to sell at that time. And then during the slow time, that's when you know, fill it with the in-betweens. Because realistically, you can't list it all. You can try, but there's just too much stuff in the world to be able to list it all. I mean,
I've got enough inventory here, and you guys have seen it on my list in a ditch it, good quality inventory. And I've got so many piles of stuff that I could live my whole lifetime and not get it all listed. Unless I had a helper.
Yeah, I mean, there's just too much. There's too much stuff in the world to get it all done. So,
yeah. But like I said, you know, if you've been to an auction or you've been to a sale or whatever, and you got all these different hard goods and stuff that you're like, oh, I'm going to list one of these days, get them listed now, because if they're going to sell, they're going to sell now. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that they're all going to sell right now, but yeah, that's the kind of stuff people are looking for.
I'm even selling decent hard goods that I've had in my store since I started, and they're just going. Things that I'm like, oh, is this ever going to sell? And it's just going. It's like, yeah, they're selling.
Yeah.
Not that I'm selling a ton. I'm still not doing great, but the stuff that is trickling in is the hard goods. So that shows you.
Yeah, I make a lot of money on dishes and baking stuff and flatware and during this time of year, and before any major holiday, you know.
Yeah.
But mostly this time of year. I mean, Easter is okay for that kind of stuff, but because we have 3 major holidays right in a row, this is when people are buying that stuff.
Yeah.
And Christmas always puts people in a baking mood and cooking mood.
Well, and a sharing mood too. So they're buying a lot for other people. And yeah. Yeah.
And another thing is you want to, you know, me and Tara both said get your Christmas stuff listed now too, you know, because people are starting to decorate. Seems like people are decorating.
I sold that Christmas village. I bought them at that garage sale.
Yeah.
I sold one of those villages for $100 and some, and it took me a couple days. And that was only $5 worth of what I spent. So I mean, that's a good trip. They're going.
That's a very good trip.
That was definitely a nice little cushion that day. So
yeah. Oh, that still sells.
I'm excited about that truckers GPS system. I didn't know they had different GPS brands for truckers.
What is it? What is the brand?
Randy McNally or Rand McNally.
Oh, Randy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a new one too.
Yeah, that should sell good.
Yeah, I mean, I only paid $10 for it. So to me, and it looks like the brand new ones of that make or whatever is like about 150. I'm like, well, it's new. I don't know if it comes with the cord or not, but even if it didn't, they can buy a cord for a couple bucks. I figure I might just put it on there for 100 and just get it gone quick, just to be really competitive, because most of these people have them for over 100 pre-owned. So that would be a quick flip if I just put it on for, I know you're not supposed to whatever, but sometimes if you have something that you can get rid of quick, it's nice to just let it go.
Yeah.
On something that you didn't spend much in and you're ready just to make some money.
Yeah.
So.
I got so much shit. I'm trying to clean so I can get up to my upstairs room where I'm gonna be doing my show tonight.
Yeah, that's exciting. Did you get your computer out?
No, not yet. I'm still working on that.
You're crazy.
I have to be able to get up to the room to do it.
Step one, right?
Oh.
That's true.
We don't use our upstairs. So I use my stairs for storage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So you guys never go upstairs?
No.
Oh wow.
Is it safe?
Yeah. Huh?
Is it safe up there?
Is it what?
Is it safe up there?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
That's kind of scary.
Why
Like,
wouldn't it
I know.
it's just
That's what I'm saying too.
like it's just been up there. Like it's
You
just,
know what's up there?
yeah. Like if there's somebody living up there and you guys don't know because you never go there.
No, we don't heat the upstairs, and there's just the upstairs. We don't go up there because it's just me and Gary. There's no point in going up there.
Isn't it better though? Like if you have an upstairs, doesn't the heat travel upstairs more than it does down?
Yeah, it does travel upstairs. I mean, our heat vents aren't open up there.
Yeah.
It's freaking cold. It's freaking cold up there.
Wow.
You probably be able to see my breath tonight. It's so damn cold up there.
Wow.
I could store my meat up there probably.
Paramagic Classic says upstairs are for ghosts.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
My husband was asking me something. Was this something upstairs? And I says, I haven't been up the stairs in probably 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Really?
My husband's been up there, but I haven't been.
Ay.
There's nothing up there. There's nothing that goes up there. There's
Except for like a 25-pound layer of dust now. Oh my gosh, you got some cleaning to do, woman. You're gonna have a long day. You're not even gonna make it to the show. You're gonna be falling asleep up there. You're gonna be so tired.
I'll be on Sally's panel tonight.
Right.
Sally, just out.
Sally's taking over Listed or Ditch It tonight. She's sleeping from her long day of cleaning.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, what if you go out there and you find a whole horde of like mice or something, or
oh my god, I shit my pants.
I can see it though, not being up there for 2 years.
I know, like why
my
would
daughter,
they?
My daughter was up there. My daughter lived up there for a while, and that was only about 8 months ago. And my husband's been up there.
That's still a long time, Nikki. That was last winter. I'm scared for you. I seriously am.
Well, I'm doing it right now while we're on the show, so you're gonna know.
All right.
Sad. I pulled that box off the stairs and it was full of mouse turds, so who knows?
Oh my gosh. I'm so scared for you.
Never know.
I mean, but it doesn't say much because, like, I mean, I mean, we live here. We're always in the living room,
Yeah.
going back and forth, and still they're here,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so if you're not in that area, it's going to be worse.
Thanks. Thanks for that,
I would
pal.
say.
I love you too.
I love you too. That's why I'm saying this is because I love you.
My stairs tonight.
This sounds like a nightmare waiting to happen.
I know. I'm so excited.
I know. Let's hear it. I'll be listening to my phone on the speakers in my car on the way to pick up my stuff, listening to Nikki's screams of joy. Gosh, that's terrifying.
Oh, you guys are just so funny, aren't ya? The sweatshirt my husband's been missing.
You're crazy. That is crazy.
I'm seeing some mustards.
Okay.
I should have had my husband.
I was mopping at work the other night. We have this wooden mop handle, and the stupid thing always gives me freaking splinters.
Tell them that they need to buy you a new one because that would piss me off.
Yeah. And so I have two splinters in my hand. Ugh, it kills me.
I would not be mopping. I guess I'm not gonna mop your floor till you get me a new mop.
Right.
I mean, it's a job. They shouldn't be able to.
Yeah. Well, it's usually just there until it breaks, and then we get a new one.
Well, break the damn thing.
That's an idea.
I'm just saying. I mean, oops. I accidentally shut the freezer door really hard on it over and over until it snapped. Oh no, I'd be breaking it.
Valerie says this is better than when Drelda opened the Al Capone vault.
Oh, that's funny.
It shouldn't be that bad. I mean,
oh no, it's that bad.
Huh?
I don't know.
Prepare for the worst, so that way if it's better, then it doesn't feel
right.
So.
Come on, lug nut, you stupid ass.
Have your lug nut go get them.
Grandma Magic Classic says Nick is not a person who believes in ghosts and still don't, but is having a hard time lately because he keeps seeing weird things. Last night he seen a lady. He is not happy. He can't explain it. Wow. I haven't seen anything in a while. I used to see things all the time when I was doing donuts, and I actually absolutely feel like the back part of our store is completely haunted. Because I used to get touched and used to see.
Be a fish story.
I don't know, but I think it's a portal. Just so you know, I definitely think it's some kind of a portal, and there's ghost things there all the time. So, I've seen things fly across the store. Blood underneath that nail.
Anyone want a dog?
I want $1.
Dog. I'm still trying to get rid of my dog.
Oh, I thought you said $1.
He's just standing out there looking around like an asshole. He's not even going potty. And it's freaking cold.
You want the doll hair?
I like doll hairs.
Come on, get in here. Get in here. Enough is enough.
I want to look at these scarves that I found the other day, but my hands are so dry that they're cracking, and I feel like Spider-Man. Because like if I have a very sensitive material, my hands stick to them.
No, lots of money. I don't want coffee. I want money.
Also just
Yeah, you want me to send Lugnut up there to get the mice? Sure. He's scared of the goddamn broom. I had the broom sitting here, and he won't go near it because he's scared of it.
Well, are you beating him with it, Nikki? That could be the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm about ready to. God.
He's scared of the broom because you beat him with it. That's probably where that comes from.
He has always been scared of the broom. When he was a puppy, first born, and before I got him, the girl I got him from, a family friend of mine, and she is like total animals. I mean, she's a vet tech, and I mean, she's like totally for animals. Anyways, when she would, she's got videos of it, when she would sweep out the pen that the puppies were in, he would attack the broom. He was the only one, and he would like attack the broom. And yeah, every time I use the broom, he attacks it. And like the other night, he wouldn't come around the corner because the broom was sitting there leaning up against the wall.
Oh my god! He wouldn't
come around the corner. He sat there and whined until I moved the broom.
Oh man!
Yeah, if you guys want me to have him go up there and chase away the mice.
That's too funny. Beth says I got a pair of silky gloves at a thrift store that I wear when handling flatware or fine materials. My husband makes fun of me and calls me fancy eBayer.
I have to wear gloves a lot of times when I'm at sales and stuff because the dust and stuff on them make my hands. One time I went to a sale and I don't know what was on the stuff, but my hands ended up swelling so bad they were like little clubs. I couldn't bend them or nothing. They were that bad.
I'll see you guys in a little bit. I gotta go get those thingies.
All right, have fun.
Yeah, good luck.
Yep. I may have to wait till my husband gets home. Because I saw some mouse turds and it's like, oh, I do not want to see a mouse. They might be old ones. I mean, we just killed a mouse not too long ago, so it might be old ones from him. That's what I'm trying to tell myself anyways. And maybe with me moving stuff around, maybe they'll go away. I don't know. Got to do it, though. Got to show must go on. I might just start up my computer down here and have my husband do it when he gets home. Yeah, it's cold back there. I'm going to wait a little while to do it. It's cold. I got to get the heat going here and get warmed up. It's like frigid outside. I bet it's probably, if it's 20, that'd be a miracle. I don't even think it's 20 out right now. It's cold. And if it is 20, it's only 20. It's not very warm out today. But the sun is out, so it'll warm up fast, hopefully. It won't take long to get my computer set up. It's only just the one piece. That's an all-in-one PC. So 22-inch all-in-one touch screen. But I want to get it started up and get it going and get my Wi-Fi connected to it and make sure there's no problems with that in case I got to run to Walmart and get a Wi-Fi extender or something. Or if my husband has to drill a hole through the ceiling to run my line up there or something. Never know.
You never told me.
You got Duran Duran hair? I want Duran Duran hair.
I can't see the chat, guys. I'm sorry. I don't have that on right now.
Pick with Joy says, Nikki, you have snow.
Yes. We have
Black Friday savings are happening all month long on Whirlpool.
sorry.
Oh.
We only have probably 4 inches now. We did get 8 inches the other day. But we only have about maybe 4 or 5 inches right now on the ground. It's melted a lot. And the sun is out today again, so hopefully it'll melt some more. We're not supposed to get any more snow till Friday. So hopefully this stuff will melt off before we get the new stuff. I was trying to start up YouTube so I could look at the chat. Let's see here. So I can see what you guys are saying.
Sorry.
Should I get Jonah something or no?
Okay. I'm just calling up the chat here so that I can see what everybody is saying so I can. For some reason, it's not coming up on my feed though. I'm gonna have to look up Sally. I don't watch her enough. Apparently.
What up? What are you saying?
Your live show ain't coming up on my feed, so I'm just wondering if maybe I don't watch your channel enough to.
Well, thanks a lot, Nikki.
You don't put any content up. Well, your live. There we go. I'll give a thumbs up. Everybody, give a thumbs up. All on my arm when I was little, when I was sleeping, and kept coming back after I would shake it off. Oh my God, gross, Amelia. Ish.
That is scary. That is my worst nightmare.
I have actually been bit by a mouse.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't do it.
Now just wait. I have to tell you, it was me, the reason why I got bit. Brother used to go and catch field mice when we were up at the steam farm, and he'd bring them home and put them in an aquarium. And he told me that day before he left the house, play with the mice. Well, me being little, I went in and reached in and cornered the mouse, and he bit me.
She told me a freaking mice story.
I cornered the mouse in the corner of the aquarium, and that's when he bit me. So that is why he bit me, was because I cornered him. That was my own fault.
Right.
Now, house mice, field mice, they're not going to bite you unless you corner them, which in a house, how in the hell are you going to corner them?
Right. I mean, they're so fast.
And even though I am frantic about mice, they are more scared of you than you are of them.
I know.
You know,
I know. But at the same time, like, I have a fear that is not, they don't know that I have that fear.
My scare is, sleeping and them crawling through my hair or something while I'm sleeping.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I would be so, like, terrified. Oh, I couldn't do it.
I know, I would be freaking out too.
That, just hearing that makes me want to cry.
I know, me too. Oh, I was sitting here on my chair one day, and one ran across my feet, touched my foot, and it scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah. And just, I mean, why do we have such a fear of these little things?
I don't know.
And we see stuff like that all the time. I see squirrels and chipmunks all the time.
Yeah.
There's a freaking chipmunk that lives in my garage. He literally lives in there. Whenever I come out on the porch to smoke or something, he'll come out and freaking chitter at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't you do that. You go. Yeah. And he either runs to the garage or he runs underneath my house.
Yeah.
I'm like, you little shit. But yeah, I don't know why I'm so scared of it. But I think, well, yeah, they're in my house, but like I think that I am more afraid of them because they are so sneaky.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
And also I have a fear because of when my brother used to chase us. He used to chase us with dead mice.
Mm.
So even seeing a dead mouse in a trap, that traumatizes me. Like, I can't,
Jesus.
if I know where a mouse trap is at, I will purposely not look there.
Yep. Yep. I can't touch it either. My husband has to take care of it.
I'm
Yeah.
not touching it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was the only, like, Valerie's as afraid of them as me, and like she has to take care of it now. She used to have Mike take care of it, but she can't
Oh,
anymore. So,
you have to
she
do it.
has to take care of it.
Yep.
And I think I could if I had to, but it would be awful.
If I had like a grabber, one of those gopher grabbers or something,
Yeah,
I would be okay. I think I could grab the mouse trap with that. But no,
yeah.
I can't grab it. My fingers would be too close to it. What if it came alive or something or wasn't dead?
And right. Yeah, like my son checked the trap the other night, and I guess like it caught the tip of its nose.
Yeah.
Like just barely killed it.
Yeah.
And it was biting on the trap. Like it
Uh-huh.
had its mouth on the trap, and it like crushed its face on the trap. And then I guess it was like in so much shock because he took a video of this and he showed it to me, and I'm like this watching the video.
Oh,
but
hi, Mike.
the way that it died, its feet were straight to the floor.
Mhm.
Both the front and the back feet were straight to the floor, and then the tail was sticking straight up.
Oh
And
my
it was
God. Hi, Henry.
dead. It was dead.
Ugh.
It was awful. I was like,
Well,
oh my God.
last winter when that mouse ran across my feet in my dining room, I slept for a week in my van.
Oh my God.
I was scared to sleep in the house.
Wow.
It was a cold
Yeah.
fucking week too. It was during the winter.
Well, yeah, and it makes me scared, to know that there's mice in my house, or even the chipmunk. I would
Yeah.
be afraid that they would come in my room. I would seriously be afraid that they would come in my room.
They're in your room.
Don't say that. You bitch. Yeah. I mean, as long as they're outside the house, I don't care either. But
Oh, yeah.
Amelia says
If
I
they
don't mind
promise,
mice when they're outside the house.
if they promise to stay outside, I would build them their own house and feed them daily.
No shit.
I would.
I mean,
would build
we
them a
can have a
heated house.
contract.
Yes, I would build them a heated house, and I'd give them all the food they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I'd freaking cook them dinner.
Yeah, no shit.
Serve
I
it
would
to them on
too.
a silver platter. Beth said you're all freaking out about mice in the house. LOL. Don't move to Florida. We get snakes in the house. Nope.
I
Nope.
can't do snakes. Definitely cannot do snakes.
She's had snakes in the house. Also had snake crawl out from under the hood of her car going 45 miles an hour. I'd probably get into an accident. Oh my God.
Wow.
I hear about that. Mice running up out of the heat vent.
Mike says just buy a snake and the mouses will disappear.
Yeah, that's just what we need. Who's gonna protect me from the heat?
Current Magic Classic says Sally's sleeping and chipmunks are sitting on the dresser watching and plotting. That makes me laugh, but it's so freaking probably true.
Jennifer said they're in your room and having babies in your underwear drawer.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, they're not.
Well, they say if you see one, there's more. There's many.
Of mice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they're
possibly chipmunks too.
Since the first day I haven't seen the chipmunk. I think he escaped because I scared the shit out of him. Like, I know that he was scared.
LOL, Beth. No, the zombie apocalypse, I'm going to die because I can't run with my knee. I'm just gonna die.
And I'll be ahead of Nikki.
Unless I have one of those nice katanas like
I-
Michonne.
That's what I'm saying. I do have a katana, so yeah, that's what I'll be using. Katana, and I have a long machete. Graham Magic Classic says if you got Chip, Dale is nearby.
Yep. They're not too far
Well,
apart.
they just better watch out because I'm gonna start putting out even more traps. So I don't want anything in my house.
Well, look at last winter when we had that window open and we didn't know it. My husband caught 13 mice in a weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. In the house.
Yeah. I mean, I think I could handle a zombie apocalypse. I have, like, it's sad to say, but like I'll be at work and I'll just imagine what I would do if I was at work and a zombie comes around the corner and tries to get me. Or, there's like a horde coming down the road, or something like that. I have these, like, I'm very imaginative in my mind.
You have to watch yourself in the coolers. They'd never get through them coolers. I don't even think a horde would get through them coolers.
The coolers?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't stay at the store.
Yeah.
But I have thought of, like, if there was a horde or something like that, I could pour gas on it. Like blow gas at them.
I just had visions of you with the hose, the gas hose with a big fire.
And light a match. That's what I'm saying. That's what I would do.
With your fire hose.
That says stay at the store until the food is gone, Sally.
Yeah.
There's glass. There's glass, and glass is not gonna keep a horde back.
No.
And I mean, the coolers would be all good, except
of course there's glass doors at the coolers.
Yeah, except that it's kind of, it would be surrounded too much.
And you get cold.
Uh-huh.
Well, the electricity, so the refrigeration would be off.
Yeah.
Just hurry up and eat all the meat and cheese in the first day.
Right. Yeah, stay quiet and black out the windows. I thought about that.
Yeah, I'm sure you sell black garbage bags.
I wouldn't stay at the store. If I could, I would get all the food out, or most of the food that I could take. I would get that out. If I knew that the shit was going down, if I knew if it was going to hit the fan, I would take all the food and some drinks, and then I would probably leave. Now, there's these condo type houses across the street from my store. And of course I would have to come home and get my family. But I think that I definitely think that I could stay here in this house for a little bit. Because I could knock out the stairs. There's, and if you're standing on the ground, you're probably at shoulder level to the door. So I definitely think I could knock out the stairs and do that. So there's condos across the way from my store, and they're like summer homes, and so nobody would be there. After a while, I think I would definitely go to one of those condos and I would blow out the stairs.
Unless the zombie apocalypse came in the summer. Then people would be there.
Right. And then I would have to, but they only come up for the weekend. So if, as long as it wasn't the weekend, I think I could probably.
Monday, Thursday, you're good.
Yeah. If they come up for the weekend when there's a zombie apocalypse, something is wrong. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
yeah,
that's
then you're
just,
gonna go wherever they came from because obviously they weren't having the zombie apocalypse.
right.
If they came
But
up for the weekend.
like it's so like, I mean, I kind of get, freaked out a little bit being there by myself at night. But I think, and I always have my back to the wall. I never like am turned um so that something can come up behind me, because there's like water and woods in the back of the store. So, something could come around the corner, even if it was like an animal or something, it could come around the corner, scare the crap out of me. I wouldn't want that. I would want to be face on.
Well, it's lucky that we don't have to worry about it because there's never gonna be a zombie apocalypse.
Well, hopefully not. But, it's always good to
There may
be,
be an apocalypse, but there ain't gonna be a zombie apocalypse.
and it's always good to even think about stuff like that's what the CDC like had when Walking Dead got super big.
Mhm.
CDC put out posters and actually what do you call it? A informative like little video. And they actually showed this on TV, and it was like a zombie apocalypse was happening, and their tagline was always be prepared. Because even if it's not a zombie apocalypse, what happens if there's a solar flare and it takes out all the electricity?
Yeah.
Same thing. Basically, people are gonna have you're gonna have mass hysteria. And so, what's wrong
That's
with
like
being
say there's
prepared
gonna be an
for anything ahead?
apocalypse, but there ain't gonna be a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, see, I don't have a gun and I don't have ammo or anything like that, but um I have katanas and I have machetes, excuse me, and I have lots of knives laying around, like hunting knives. That's awesome. I mean, those of you that, hoard ammo and stuff like that, I totally am with you. I want to, but I just don't have the funds. Um, but I need to get a gun. I want a gun. Just in case something happens and that's the way I need to somehow, keep my family safe. I think it's important.
I would not live somewhere that I needed bars on the outside of my windows.
No,
I would move.
that's me too. I mean, I leave my door
Somewhere.
unlocked at night,
Mhm.
just because I
Me
know
too.
that my dogs are gonna bark. They always bark
Yeah.
when the door opens. It doesn't matter if it's one of us. They always bark. They can hear my husband drive up in the driveway, I mean, they use their ears.
You have to
Um,
have bars on the outside of your windows.
huh?
Where the hell does Jennifer live that she has to have bars and windows and doors?
Uh, I mean, we live like that in California. I mean, there was a lot of people that had those screen doors, but they were metal and they had locks on them and stuff.
No.
That's kind of like the same thing. And
I don't
there's
know.
people
I feel
there's
very
people that
fortunate.
put those wrought iron um spiky bars on their windows.
Oh yeah, maybe it's not as bad as I'm picturing.
No, probably not. But there's people that do that to keep their family safe.
Yeah.
But yeah,
She said she lives in one of the worst cities in the country. Detroit? Where does she live? I don't remember.
Jennifer says one of the worst cities in the country, unfortunately. Is it? Are you in Florida?
Detroit?
I know that
I
there's
have to say
places in
Detroit.
Detroit that are bad, but
Detroit has to be one of the worst cities in America.
Hank says I love bars
Detroit.
on windows.
Detroit is pretty bad.
She says Camden, New Jersey.
Hey, that's where Earl is.
Who?
Earl. My name is Earl.
Oh, really?
New Jersey.
Well.
That didn't look that bad. I love that show. Who the fuck is Earl?
That's what I was saying. Who's Earl?
Have you ever watched that show?
Yes, I have.
My name is Earl. That show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
I was like,
I don't get to watch it much, but
one about Grace. What's her name? Or Hope, I mean. Raising Hope. God, that's funny. It's just dumb humor. It's so funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I keep wanting to look up the episode of Earl, the hot tub episode. Because my dad recently got a hot tub for free from a friend.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
And my name is Earl. They found on the hot tub episode, they found the hot tub alongside the road. And they brought it home, and they must not have cleaned it first. And his wife, I forgot her name, ended up with this big infected toe.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, it was hilarious. I keep wanting to show him that episode. I got to do that too.
Hell, I found a freaking down the road. I found a one of those pedal boats, and I freaking backed up. Somebody had it right next to their trash. I backed up and loaded that sucker in my truck and brought it home. Nice. I think I sold it for $150.
Wow.
To a friend, you know. I mean, it was like, hell, you know, if I can get $150 for it, I'll freaking take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get one from Walmart or something, they're like $800. Or maybe, no, $400, I think. Yeah. I mean, I understand you can keep your, you know, family safe and stuff with the metal bars on the windows and stuff like that. But I wouldn't want to live in a place that's that you feel like that, you know, that you feel like you have to. So, I mean, I lived in California. We had to lock our vehicles and still people would break in, you know, and that's awful. I lived in an apartment complex that, you know, the apartment complex was completely full, and I probably got robbed at that apartment complex like 3 or 4 times. People broke in my van. And stole my, you know, which is stupid. But obviously they needed it more than I did, I guess. But, you know, there's people, like the parking complex or the parking lot was right next to a freaking apartment. So why couldn't those people hear, you know, glass breaking or something? It pissed me off. It's like, you know, they don't want to get involved or something because it's not their vehicle. Well, shit, next time it could be, you know. But stupid people.
What's up?
Hi,
Nikki hates that.
Sorry, Nick.
Sorry, Nikki.
It's okay. No, it's fine. No, what I hated was everybody did it.
So as long as you don't do it, that's fine.
That's all you heard was "What's up?
What's up?"
That's all you'd ever hear. No matter where you'd go, all these people would be like, "What's up?" and they'd be sticking their tongue out, and it's like, oh my god,
that's so funny.
That's fine if just one person does it.
That's absolutely true, Beth. Locks just keep people honest. Keep honest people honest. It doesn't stop a thief. That's true.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's sad. I could go to Walmart right now, leave my vehicle running with the keys in it, and walk into Walmart, get whatever I need for a good 30 minutes, and walk out and still get in my vehicle, have it there.
And normally I can do that too, but we just had somebody left their car running the other day at Quick Trip, and it was stolen.
Wow.
It happens no matter where you live.
Yeah. Well, I know. And see, when I say right now, because there's a lot of people that live here all the time, and those kind of people won't steal a vehicle because they know that they'll get caught. Like, people talk in this town like crazy, and everything always comes to a head. Like, if you are in on something with somebody else, insurance claim or something that's fraudulent, people will find out about it because people fucking talk. And so that's why I say right now. Now, if it was in the middle of summer, hell no. Hell no, because you get all these people from other places that are coming up here for vacation. Like, even during the week, it doesn't matter if it's a weekend or not. They're coming here for vacation. So no way. Hi, Queen City Picker. How you doing, Tom?
We haven't seen Tom in a long time.
I know. It's been a while.
I saw him this morning on another show, but on Dusty's show. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time.
We missed you. Yeah, Jennifer says I grew up in the country and the family left the keys in our cars and now they won't dare do that. It's sad. It's sad that that's how it is now,
Yeah. Yep. I leave my keys in the car. I leave my purse in the car sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm
not that brave. But I used to lock my vehicle every time I got out of it. Even when we lived at my mother-in-law's, which is out in the sticks. But I'm done locking my vehicle. I don't do that anymore. But
we yell at each other for taking the keys out. We're like, where in the hell's the keys? Oh, they're in my pocket. I took them out. Why in the hell would you take the keys out of the car? The keys are in. I gotta walk all the way back in the house. What the hell are you taking the keys out of the car? That ain't something we do.
That is funny.
Dad's house, he lives on a main drag in Duluth. Nothing ever happens at his house. Nothing ever gets stolen from his house. And he's got a lot of shit sitting outside.
Yeah.
Pants outside, and they got taken. You just never know.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Hake says we legit had a 13-year-old steal a 67-year-old woman's car with her in it. They pitted his ass and she's fine, but nah, I ain't playing that shit. I understand. I mean, kids are stupid. Kids are way stupid. My brother did that when he was 13. Him and his friends stole somebody's car, and then they wrecked it into a house. And then he had to spend his first night in juvie, and then and never been in that kind of trouble before. And then he had to wear a monitor for like 8 months.
Wow.
And I mean, it was some heavy duty shit, Well,
look at that. Look at that small town in Texas. That small town, they said all the deaths, what was it, 26 people were killed and injured. That was 10% of their population.
Oh, wow.
That's a very small town. And it happened in a Baptist church.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we go to church. Church is supposed to be a safe place.
Yeah.
Church is one of those places where we've always been taught you can run to a church. Church is a safe place. You can go to church and they will protect you there. This is, you just, and the people of your church are like family members, so it's like going home.
Yeah.
Even if you're not involved in a church, church has always been one of those safe places.
Right.
No one is, and Yeah, you can't even go to church now and have to worry about getting shot up.
Well, yeah, and it instills fear into people.
And the Baptists, they don't do anything. They don't agree with bad music or smoking or drinking or none of that stuff. So if you're not safe at a Baptist church, where the hell are you safe?
Yeah, I mean, they just want to. It was definitely a terrorist type work from one person, but and I say that because he instilled terror in those people to where they don't feel safe anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is disgusting, Hank. She says, so sad to have absolute morons harming other people. Yeah. Absolutely disgusting.
Especially
I agree.
Kids. What did that 18-month-old kid do to deserve to be shot? Yeah. I mean, really, truly, I mean, nobody in that church deserved to be shot. But an 18-month-old, a 5-year-old, what could they have done, or any 18-month or 5-year-old have done to that guy to make him want to shoot a baby and a 5-year-old?
Yeah. And
I mean,
definitely,
no
I think churches, I definitely think that churches will start locking their doors after service starts.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know,
bad.
But I mean, what is that going to do? He was already in there, wasn't he? Like, he was part of the church.
Yeah, he was part of the church. Well, the thing is, you know, back in the day, you know, back when I was a kid, I don't know about all the churches, but Catholic churches were open 24 hours a day. That's what I say. They were supposed to be a safe place. They were a place that always was open, that you could go.
Right.
It was always open. Now the Catholic churches are all locked up right after service is done. You know, because they can't stay open. Because people go in and vandalize and steal and everything else. But, you know, I remember when I was a kid, all the Catholic churches were wide open all the time. They never locked their doors.
Tom. He says, I grew up in a Baptist church. If you ain't Baptist, then you're going straight to hell.
I know, I'm Catholic, so I probably am going down.
Whatever. we ain't getting no religion in here.
No. But I mean, you know, and I'm not trying to be religious, but, you know, sometimes, you know, it's just one of those places that we were always brought up to. It was supposed to be safe.
Right. It's
Church,
sad.
schools, and hospitals. Those were always the places that you should have felt safe.
And Grandma Magic or Beth says schools are supposed to be safe too, but look at, you know, all that. But
yeah,
it's you're not safe. You're not safe anywhere outside of the public where you can, you know, have somebody just walk up to you and shoot you, you know, or I mean, because, and I'm totally with, you know, like people that want to have guns and stuff like that. But I definitely agree that you shouldn't. Okay, I'm not even going to say that because that's going too much into it. You know, I'm with people that want to have guns, and I'm with people that want to enforce law to keep guns away from crazy people. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, my thing is,
it's going to be hard.
The only thing I'm going to say is, if we get rid of guns, the criminals are still going to get the guns. So
oh yeah, and the criminals will only be the ones that have the guns. That's the sad part. Yeah.
Well, there is no such thing as gun control. I mean, all it's doing is keeping the guns away from the good people that need to protect themselves.
I mean,
but we probably
I don't want
a conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. Just because it causes a lot of, you know, there's a lot of, you know, conflict in that. You know, so I don't want to get into all that, but you know, we don't like hearing about people that die for no reason.
No. And, you know, I mean, when I was a kid, you know, I mean, those were the places that the parents didn't have to worry about your kid. You didn't have to worry about your kid when you knew they were at school. You didn't have to worry about them. When they were at church, you didn't have to worry about them, you know. I mean, that was the only place where my parents didn't make me check in was when I was at church, you know.
Right. Beth says murder is against the law. Beth says murder is against the law. Criminals don't really go by the laws. That's true.
Exactly.
That's why they have all the guns too. That's why they have most of the guns. But yeah, I don't like people instilling hate and fear into other people. That's my problem. You know, you used to see all of this, hate protest and all of this. They used to show us these videos in school, and it was never in the United States.
Yeah.
But now look at it. It's like, oh my gosh, I remember when they used to show us,
Yeah.
video of people in freaking Africa or something that have all these protests, and because they were disagreed with their government and stuff like that. But now it's happening in the United States, so that's how life changes.
It does.
They just, yeah, I mean,
Safe anywhere anymore.
yeah, it's definitely changed since we were kids, and
that's like
that's sad.
I live out in the country, but there's meth mites out here. My sister-in-law got all of her wires taken out of her house while she was gone. The meth mites took them out, and we live out in the country,
Right. Yeah.
That's what the sheriff calls them, meth mites.
Yeah.
That are on meth.
Oh,
They
I
knew
know.
exactly who did it. As soon as they called them, the sheriff's like, I know exactly who did it.
Yeah.
Right to their house, found all the wiring right at their house. They knew exactly who did it.
Beth says, Amelia, watch for crazed chickmunks and zombies.
Yeah, and we're scared of the mice. Look at what we live with.
I know.
The mice are the least of our worries.
It's so much worse than that, but don't forget the little things.
Yeah, here we're scared of the mice. You can point a gun at me, but don't put a mouse on me.
Oh man. I'm not sure when I'm ending this, but I just want to let you guys know that Nikki show's on tonight, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. I'm going to be her first guest.
Yay!
For the List It and Ditch It show. So make sure you guys
I'm going to need a nap around then.
Yeah, nice.
Are you in the chat, Nikki?
I have been, but I can again.
Yeah, get in there so that people can subscribe to your channel. It's Popular Picker. And she's gonna put her name. You if you go by the three little dots on the side, you can go there to her channel. So
I put me in there.
Yep, me. Yep. So make sure you guys check that out tonight.
Hope Joy will be there. Good.
I got a box, that's for sure, and it's going to be different than what other people have, but some of it is, I think, good stuff. And stuff that I can sell. I mean, I literally have sold stuff like this, so
we don't want all the same stuff that everybody else has either. I mean, we want to see some different stuff.
Yeah.
We want people to see different stuff and learn what's good and what's not. And I'll have my tablet up there so I can help you look up stuff. And we have lots of moderators to keep an eye on the chat.
Right.
And I mean, if anybody wants to come in on the show too, you're more than welcome to come in on the show. Let me know. I can hopefully send you a link if I figure it out.
That would be awesome.
I mean, people can come in and weigh in on if they want to come in and help out too. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to just be me and Sally either. I mean, it can be, we can have more people in there. More the merrier.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We can have a big panel. I don't care. That'd be more fun.
I have not started getting snow yet, Tom. Nikki has some snow though.
I got
She,
snow.
and she can keep the shit as far as I'm concerned. I don't want any. I'm not ready. I still
I had
have
to
like
move.
a ton of leaves outside that I need to blow. 'Cause Brandon doesn't blow.
Well, that's good for you, Sally.
Yeah, that's true. It gives me practice. Anyways, I need to blow those freaking leaves, and so I think if it's gonna be clear out, it looks like it's kind of sunny outside my one window that I could see out of. Um, so if it's sunny out there, I'm probably gonna go blow leaves today. Yeah, I got a lot of blowing to do. Yeah, and I don't care about the backyard. The backyard can actually. Brandon said he was going to get back there with the mower and just mulch it, because we have one of those mulch things. So and that's fine with me. But like, just we haven't raked at all this year yet. So, and the trees are almost bare. So,
Okay.
and the snow will be hitting probably Thursday from what it looks like. It says a 60% chance, but it could always change. We might not get snow till Christmas.
The snow will cover up the leaves. Don't worry.
I know. And that's what my kids say. Why are you doing all this work? The snow's just going to fall right on top of it.
It's
It's not
because
going to matter.
in the springtime, it's harder to get rid of the shit.
Yeah. Well, on my porch, it just gets, it gets so full of leaves, and like they stick in, in the sides and stuff like that. And I don't like any, it makes it slick.
Yeah.
So yes, it freezes into a weird slippery mass. That's true. Yeah. So, and it's harder to get rid of the leaves, and they're slippery when it's frozen outside. So, and I have an electric snow blower, so I don't like using it when it's wet. Mike says it's a high of 43 today already. Only going to get colder today, Western Maryland. Sorry, Mike. You're in the cold zone. Blowing leaves, but I'll do it once or twice, before snow hits. So, because it gets too messy, Um,
Who's in Western Maryland?
Mike,
Really?
I
I
think
thought he was in California.
I think he's visiting. From what he said on Chip Picker yesterday, I think he's visiting. Anissa says my husband has a backpack leaf blower thing. He looks like a damn Ghostbuster. That's
Oh wait,
awesome.
no, I'm thinking of I think Mike Warren is in California. The crazy part
Okay.
is yeah.
Is that where you live, Mike? I thought he lived somewhere south.
We need a map.
But I know, I could be wrong. I need a map and put everybody's name and the places that they live.
Oh, South California started getting cold yesterday. What is it? 70?
I remember when it used to get 38 and I would be freezing in California.
30. Does it get 38 in California?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it actually gets down to like 30 and temperatures like that, and freezes the oranges off the trees.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Mike is from Florida in Maryland for some reason.
That's what I thought.
Oh, Mike is in Florida? I didn't know that. I was way off. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I knew that he lived down south somewhere, but I couldn't remember where, and I knew that he didn't belong in Maryland. and from what he said yesterday, he said that he was visiting. So that's cool, Nissa. I would totally wear a backpack leaf blower.
I have a backpack leaf blower, big one.
I'd wear it just to play Ghostbusters.
I know. That was the first time I used it. My husband helped me put it on my back. It's so heavy. And I was leaving. I was like, Ghostbusters. Yeah, and I started doing the song. My husband's like, you're such a dork. I was like, well, that's what it makes me think of.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like I need to call Bill Murray.
That's funny.
I was like, and I'd run up to him and I'm like, who are you gonna call? Dork.
Leaf Buster.
Yeah, Leaf Buster.
That's funny. Y'all are too funny. Mike says, I lived in Florida for 20 plus years, staying in Maryland since May, going to Colorado in spring. Then my ass is going back to Florida. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. You're moving around a little bit.
it got down to 22 Fahrenheit in November, December here. Really?
Ooh-wee.
Huh. Yeah, and he lives over in California too. Henry does.
Oh yeah. Yep. I think he's isn't he north though? I think he's North California.
Yeah,
It does get colder up there. It snows in parts of California.
Is he up by Mount Shasta?
No, I think he said Sonoma.
I don't know what that means.
Sonoma. So it's in the foothills or hills. It's in a range.
But what does that mean to me? I mean, that means nothing to me.
Right. I mean, if you don't know the geography of California, there's the ocean, and then there's the valley, and then there's the mountains.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as north and south goes, I mean, I know where Weed is, Mount Shasta.
North, yep.
I know where like
Sacramento.
I know where like in the middle where Sacramento and Stockton and all that are.
Sacramento's north.
And then there's LA and SoCal. I know all of that.
Sacramento's north, and then there's the middle that's it's more moderate temperatures, and then there's LA and stuff like that, San Diego in the bottom.
Okay. So he's somewhere around in like the San Francisco.
I think he's north.
So okay.
So, but yeah, and that Hank says north is up, south is down.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so it's they do get colder temperatures up there, but where I was in the valley, it that's about the least it would go was 28, 30, and you would freeze. It was almost like being here and being in negative 45 temperatures, I don't want to talk to you because you have money that I don't have, or you want money that I don't have.
I thought he was rich.
Oh no.
Independently wealthy.
Oh no.
Well, I found a singing Christmas bass. I should get him listed.
So yeah, don't forget Nikki's show tonight. Don't forget to thumbs up. I gotta pee. I don't know if do you want me to close it?
Close what?
The show.
That's up to you, whatever you want.
I just gotta pee, I know that.
Well, I can sit and watch the chat and talk. I don't care.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna run and go pee real quick then.
This is your show. You tell me what you're doing.
Well, I mean, I don't really care to whether to close it or keep it going. I don't know what Todd's doing.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, he's right there. He's just being all secretive.
This is while we're talking.
He's actually keeping his mouth shut for once.
I know. Well, open it back up, Todd. I gotta go for a minute.
All right, I'll talk to Nikki, dang it.
Yeah, talk to me.
Oh, did you sell anything yesterday, Nikki?
No,
No.
I haven't listed anything either, though. So
There you go.
I haven't listed anything since 2 listing challenges ago. Yeah, I haven't listed anything since then. I've sold things since then, but I haven't listed anything.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm working on getting my room set up upstairs and stuff, and because my building is not going to get erected this year since the snow already came. My building's just sitting out there in the yard waiting to be put up.
Hank's singing to me.
Mm-hmm.
She's singing the Secret Agent Man song.
Yeah, secret eBay man.
eBay man listing all the things fast as he can. No, not as fast as I can. I wish I was listing as fast as I can. Well, I don't know how fast as I can is. I don't think I've ever listed as fast as I can.
When I get to it, boy, I'm a fast lister. I can list a lot of items, but I can't get over this burnout.
Yeah, no, I'm a pretty slow lister, so I don't give myself a chance to get burnt out.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't got tired of it yet. Well, I mean, there's times when I get tired of listing, but it's just for that day, you know. It's not a burnout. Like I don't want to do this for a month or 12 years or whatever.
Well, I've been going through my burnout for quite some time, and I don't think it's more burnout now as just I've just gotten out of the way of doing things, you know what I mean? I gotta get myself back into it, you know.
Yeah.
And if you do experience, this is a word of little tip. If you do experience burnout, do not take off too much time because you will have a hard time getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it's like, I don't know. I'm making more money on the eBay than I have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to make any money on eBay, but
Yeah.
I like the money.
Yeah.
And I like the challenge of going out and finding like a box full of camera stuff for $2.50 at an auction and putting it on eBay, you know, seeing what it'll bring.
And yeah, and usually I like that. I mean, I like that feeling of when you buy something and you bring it home, especially if you didn't look it up before you bought it. You just bought it because you're like, oh, I know this is going to sell. And then you get it home and you find out that, you're going to make a lot of money on it. I mean, that is such a good feeling. And I do miss that part of it. I do miss that because I enjoy that adrenaline.
Yeah.
You get your stuff home and you're like, oh my God, this is worth this is worth that. And then all of a sudden you list it and you sell it within a day or two and you got all your money back plus some and fall out of there and it's all free money. Oh yeah, I miss that feeling.
Yeah.
Especially the free money part of it. Once you sell those first item or two that pay for the whole lot, and then everything else is just free items pretty much. That is a good feeling. You're making complete profit.
I still got an auction going on one of the items, but when it finishes, everything I bought Saturday is paid for. I spent $150, so
That's good.
And the rest of all this stuff is just money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun.
Yeah, it is. And it's fun when my husband tells me, "Oh, why'd you buy that? That ain't gonna sell," and then it does. I just love that.
Yep.
Why would you buy that stupid thing? That's never gonna sell. That's one of the first things that sells too.
Yeah, I don't know how many times Gwen's walked through here and said, "Oh, that thing is hideous," and then it sells.
Yep. And that's usually the stuff that sells for the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still gets amazed at some of the stuff I sell. He's like, "Wow, I can't believe somebody actually bought that for that amount of money." Or he'll be like, "Oh my God, I could go down to Menards and buy that, for half of that." I said, "Well, some people don't have things." Back to those stupid hot dog tongs, those metal hot dog tongs. Maybe people can't find those where they're at. You know, different parts of the country don't sell everything.
Yep.
That's when we come in and make our money.
All right. So what's going on?
We're talking about
Burnout.
nothing much.
Nothing
talking
much,
about-
huh?
We're talking about burnout, and then we're talking about how we love that feeling when we buy something and bring it home and sell it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely that's definitely one of the better moments in reselling is being able to find something that somebody else needs. If we wouldn't do this, how needy the world would be, right? I mean, my mother, she collected Tupperware and Tupperware and at well, probably early 80s
Excuse me.
is when she really got into it, early 80s. And so she had a ton of Tupperware by the time that she died. And I still have some of her Tupperware that I use, that my husband uses whenever he cooks and stuff. And really, if I didn't have, because I have the yellow bowls that are longer, that have the strainer in the side and inside, and then or an extra piece, and then a lid to it. I probably have 5 at least. And if I didn't have those, I would be looking online for them.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, there's other pieces that I want, but I'm not in a good enough place to where I could just go buying all over online. Plus, I know that I might come into it,
Yeah.
So definitely there's people that are looking for things that they've seen in the past that they know that their mother used to use, or their grandma, or somebody like that, that inspired them, with something, a material piece, whatever it may be. Something that they used to have as a kid.
I was
Or
about
a teenager.
About 7 years ago. I went to this rummage sale up the road, and they had all these different Pyrex mixing bowls, the colored ones,
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I just felt so nostalgic. My brother ended up buying them all before I got them, but I felt so nostalgic.
Yep.
And now his girlfriend has them, but I felt so nostalgic when I saw those bowls,
And that makes you feel good, that gives you probably,
yeah,
the hormone that you produce, the hormone that makes you feel good inside.
Mm-hmm.
when you see those kind of things. So, definitely if you see something like that at a yard sale and you're not going to have to pay a bunch of money for it, you're definitely going to pick those up because it
Yeah.
makes you feel good.
Oh yeah, and they were way cheap too. And before I saw them, my brother had already scooped them up, and I was like, dang it.
Yeah. I want to do some shout outs. Shout out to Hank. She's here every day. I love her.
Hey,
Margot, they're always here.
And Beth and Grandma Wrinkles and Sassy Seller.
Pick with Joy was in there.
Amelia Sales. Yep. Pick with Joy. Valerie. AKA Etc. Emporium.
Oh, is she in there? I didn't even see her.
Yep, she was in here. Grandma Magic Classics.
Yes. Hi, Valerie.
And
the Crazy Card.
Crazy Card and 95472 Pickers. And I'm trying to get my mouse to scroll and it won't scroll.
Anissa
and Jennifer Santiago.
Sorry, I'm just trying to help.
That's all right. And Frankie's Finds.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's not her at the same time.
And Margot. And
I see Poplar Picker is here.
Oh yeah, she's always here. She's a good one.
Todd's here. Silver Hair Stacker. He's a crazy guy from Texas. Who gets way too much money for pens.
And Tom, Queen City Picker. And did I say Margot already?
Yeah.
Fishing and Picking.
Is Fishing and Picking in here too? I missed him.
Yeah, he's in here.
Oh.
Or he was. I don't know if he still is, but he was. If I'm not seeing you, let me know.
Please, no autographs. Y'all just sell them on eBay.
We know you too well.
She spelled it Ebsy. Is that eBay and Etsy?
Oh, Larry Lafferty's here.
Yeah, Larry was here.
Hi, Larry. Y'all are so good to us. We appreciate you being here. So I was looking at scarves and handkerchiefs, and I just actually came across a bunch the other day, and some of them are selling for super good money. Like depending on if you have a good brand, or if you have a good type of material, or from where it was made. Some of the made in Italy scarves and handkerchiefs are going for so much money.
Usually, I think if, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if in the clothing world, almost anything made in Italy is good, isn't it?
It seems like it. There's some ties that you can find that will bring a little bit of money, but they're not. I mean, it's there's a lot of them, so and most of them are silk. So, yeah. Hank says that reminds me. I have a shit ton of vintage scarves to list. I have scarves and just the long scarves. I have handkerchiefs. I have neck scarves. So So this one says Berkshire. I never heard of that. I don't think I've
Are
come
they
across
scarves
that.
or table runners? Those long ones.
Huh?
Are they scarves or table runners? Those long ones.
No, they're not table runners. You can't put them on your head and stuff like that. Well, I guess
Sure,
you
the one
could,
show
but
of
then
mine she watches.
I was gonna say I guess you could, but then you'd be a Nikki.
Don't want to be that.
Ascots. What's ascot?
That's those things that I know what an ascot is. It's one of those things that women wear that's almost like a bow tie, but not quite. It's
Oh,
you know how women wear those things that go like
Like-
almost like in an X.
like on the side, like they tie on the side.
No, on their collar, in the front.
Oh,
They go crisscross like almost like a bow tie, but not quite a bow tie.
okay, okay.
There's
I don't
men's
know how to explain it. Look it up on Google. But I just want it noted that I do know what an ascot is.
Well, note that. This Berkshire, it looks like it depends on what it is, but some of them are made in Japan, some of them are made. This one I have is made in India.
I may mistake scarves, tablecloths for scarves, and call sleeveless dresses armless dresses, but I do know what an ascot is.
Thrifty Picker says Freddy from Scooby-Doo wears an ascot. That's good to know. I know exactly what an ascot is now.
No, that's not an ascot, is it? That's a scarf, ain't it?
I always thought it was a scarf, but
Maybe I don't know what an ascot is.
he says it's an
Is one
ascot.
of those things that women wear that it goes in an X, like almost on their neck.
Oh my God.
Now I gotta look.
Let me screenshot a Google of an ascot.
All right, get it done, Todd. Hi, Val.
Hi, Valerie. Valerie's back.
Thrifty Picker says no, he calls it an ascot. Hank says it's a neckerchief's tie.
Yeah. Okay.
So okay, we gotta find out what it is now.
Todd's gonna show us. Todd's gonna teach us something.
All right, teach me, buddy.
Okay, are you ready?
I am.
There's Prince Charles with an ascot on.
He is an ascot.
Okay, let me get you a better ascot picture. Well, it's all the royal family here. There we go. This is an ascot.
Oh, that
Okay.
ain't what I was thinking it was. Then never mind. Sorry. I guess I don't know what an ascot is.
It's like a men's scarf here with an open collar.
I know I got my ass caught in a ringer one time. I knew what an ascot was then.
Yes, we want to see, Valerie. We want to see.
Thank you, Todd.
Yeah, thanks. I know exactly what an ascot is now. Yeah, and so Freddie wears a neckerchief tie.
Yeah.
That would be a neckerchief tie. What you got, Valerie? Do you got no headphones?
He doesn't look very excited.
Oh. She's excited now.
Why?
I guess.
How many
I'm
pounds
assuming-
of clothes did you get today? 12 bags full.
Bob Black.
12 12 bags of goodies?
Boy.
Bob. Valerie, have you any?
Suits.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 12 bags full.
Holy, 12 bags? Holy smoke, that's a lot of clothes.
You got
You got the looks like you're being a hoarder or something? Like you're trying to hoard all the Steve not what is it? Steve Harvey
One-
clothes.
One thing I'm excited about is that room upstairs. I can finally put my mannequin up there and have a place to take pictures of clothing.
Well, there you go.
Cool. Yeah, so it looks like this one will go for about $10.
Oh.
So
It's not bad for a
that's a
skirt.
good price. That's a good price for me. Not to list it.
But on the other hand, some of them boxes that I had on the stairs, one of them had a Bombardier service manual in it. Most chewed it.
Oh no. This one says Glentex, and it looks old. 100% nylon, made in Japan. She's gonna show us.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Oh, I need to start working again and getting my stuff done. I know one time somebody at Goodwill asked me about all the clothes I was buying. I told them I had a lot of kids. I told them I had like 12 kids.
I think you'll probably pretty much make up anything, to get somebody off your back.
And they're like, oh my. And another time I told them, I said, I have a lot of nephews and nieces I buy for.
Yeah. I've used that one before.
Yeah. Their parents probably make more money than I do, but I'm buying clothes for their kids from Goodwill. No.
No, she's charging her headphones right now.
Oh.
How much
Why
does
didn't you charge them in the middle of the night?
Huh?
Why didn't she charge them in the middle of the night?
Oh no. She said
I'm going
they
back
didn't
to
even
clean everybody. See the chat.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. She says they didn't even know those Steve Harvey outfits existed, and I was the fourth person in and went to town.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
What, the brand is Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
Plague suit Steve Harvey wore.
And the MSRP is like $98.
Nice.
How many of those gay boy outfits did you get? She said, I couldn't even get her to smile at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't even see her now.
She says her headphones don't charge when the PC's off. Yeah, she got 9 of them.
And they're worth how much an outfit? $100.
100 dull hairs.
So you got $900 worth of those outfits today. Wow.
Oh.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Where
That's
is
a
she
good
chatting
score.
at?
On the side chat for the Google
I
Hangout.
don't ever do that. But I will now that I have a computer.
Yes,
Y'all
you
can't
will.
talk about me in the side chat anymore.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, that probably won't stop us.
After tonight, you can't.
Depends on what you find upstairs.
Shut up, Sally.
We'll see.
Just think about
We'll
those
see
mics in
what
your bed.
they're not in my bed.
They
No, no,
will
no.
be. They are when you're
No, no, no.
sleeping. We're so mean.
See, this one's 100% polyester made in Italy.
Mm.
And it's a pretty design too.
Oh,
It's just weird because this is what the edges of it look like.
Hmm.
But they're in really good condition. As long as I can keep my fingers from sticking to them.
yeah.
No, no, Hank. They're not in my underwear drawer.
Mhm.
I'm in there every day. They don't go in there. This one has some runs in it. But they may still sell with runs in them. Thank you, Pick with Joy. It says nice print. Yeah. It's really pretty. This one's also made in Italy, 100% polyester. Yeah, in this lot, I did find a couple of 100% silk ones made in Italy, but you could tell that they washed them like in the regular washer with everything else, and they weren't silky anymore.
Hmm.
So I tossed them. It's sad. Sad but true. The 100% polyester ones, it says to machine wash cold water, dry flat, and use a cool iron. Yeah, there's no way I don't even think I would put this in the washer. It just seems so delicate, you know? Like if it got snagged on anything, it'd just be ruined.
Tell me if she starts showing stuff. Oh, she is showing stuff.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to present. Ooh, that's cool. That's nice.
Her
Can't.
microphone on her computer don't work at all.
I don't know. Oh, 4XL. Awesome.
Oh, it is nice.
That looks like something that somebody would wear on the beach in Miami or Hawaii. Four. Oh, yeah, 4 of those of the 4XL.
Wow.
Awesome. Oh, 4 of those suits. Okay. We're doing strays now. That's a cool print too.
She got 4 of the same suits?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Those say Michael Irvin. Medium. She's saying yes. We're doing sign language now.
Yeah.
Beth says, can I buy a vowel?
No, but you can buy some suits. Oh, I forgot about these. I got this whole damn.
Damn, girl. You got the money right there. Cool.
Look, it's all bruised up from people elbowing her.
So how much were the bags? $5 or what?
$3.
$3? Wow. Everything
And
you can fit in a bag for $3.
That's a Steve Harvey 4X. 100%
Wow.
linen. 100% linen.
Nice.
Awesome. It looks nice too.
She did good.
Mm-hmm. She got these at the bag sale at her thrift store.
Oh.
She spotted them the other day. That's a nice print.
Yeah, and she said she only had to pay $3 a bag. That's nice.
Yeah. You're gonna make some big guys some very happy people.
Yeah.
$3 a bag full, yes.
Oh.
That's awesome, Val. You did good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I hurt so bad. Oh, that was the first thing I went to.
Good. So were all of them still there that you seen the other day? That's awesome.
Because I went, but I got there at like 7:30 and they didn't open until 8:30. So I was like, well, so I went and looked in the window and they were all still there. So I was
Awesome.
like, score.
Nice.
In there and, I was the first one there. And so, but I didn't get out of the car. I should have got out in the car and that way I would have been that very first one. Didn't make a difference because nobody was going. Just a bunch of little old ladies with their little reusable bags, and they were just going to see what they could pick up trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't really in the mix of all the reselling and everything. And then when I started walking, because I just started grabbing stuff, I grabbed 13 bags.
Oh, wow.
And I just grabbed a bunch of them. I didn't know if they charged, because I'd never been to one. So I didn't know if they charged like when you walked in but they just had a big tote full of bags and you just get whatever you need.
Awesome.
And it was $3 a bag. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got like 2 totes of just pants. 1 tote of shirts, 1 tote of skirts, and then all those suits.
Awesome.
So
I think you did good.
now what I want to do, because I spent $43 for all that.
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to separate, count each piece, and that way I can say, okay, this is what I paid basically for each piece.
So you're going to count each piece.
Yeah, divide it.
And then divide it what I spent.
Right.
And that way I can say, I spent $86 on each piece of clothing, kind of figure it out like that.
86 cents.
Or, yeah. My mind is like fried right now because I'm just trying to. But
I'm
like you did good.
Pretty darn good. I don't think I'm going to go back tomorrow.
Yeah, you think you got everything?
I think I got enough for right now.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff, and so it'll take me some time. And then, I've got other stuff, hard goods I can list that I need to list.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I'll be good.
Well, good. I'm glad you got a lot of stuff. I'm cleaning my upstairs that I haven't been in 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Ooh.
I'm so scared for her.
It sounds like fun because you find all the stuff that you haven't seen in 2 years and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Well, there's not that much stuff up there, but yeah, I haven't been up there in 2 years.
So that's still your plan, is you're gonna the upstairs is gonna be your eBay for now?
So my building's up, yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
It's at least gonna be my YouTube place for now.
Yeah. So how many rooms are upstairs?
2 and then a big closet.
Okay.
Well, it's like a room and a half,
Okay.
and one is like a loft, kind of like.
Uh-huh. And then bedrooms downstairs? Do you have just one?
One downstairs.
One downstairs. Okay. I'm being all nosy.
No, that's okay.
Like I'm
Someday
casing
I'll
your
have the grand
joint or
tour.
something.
Someday I'll have the grand tour when we get done remodeling. I'll have the grand tour. If we ever get done remodeling. And that's one of the reasons why we're remodeling, because upstairs, the ceiling is all screwed up in the one room because our roof leaked.
Mm-hmm.
When we had to move to town to take care of my mother-in-law, we shut up our house and didn't realize that the roof was leaking the whole time. So,
Yeah.
or half the time. Didn't realize it. And then we had to replace the roof. So we didn't realize it was that bad. And so that's why we have to do a lot of remodeling now.
Yeah. But you'll get it done, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
eventually.
it'll eventually get done.
Yeah, eventually. But with my husband working full time,
Well, maybe when he quits his job,
yeah.
maybe he will.
If I ever get my ass in gear so he can quit his job.
Well, yeah. I understand.
Oh, babe, I got flat rate boxes. A whole box of flat rate boxes here. Didn't know I had.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad you had a good sale. That's good.
yeah, it was. I don't know. I'm still contemplating if I want to go back tomorrow, but
Is tomorrow bag sale too?
no, tomorrow's not back
Oh.
but tomorrow is new inventory that comes in. But I may just, I don't know. I may just save that for like next week, because when I was talking to the guy, he sounded like one of the main guys, and he said, yeah, that first day is really busy, and I know because I've been there on the first day. But he said, usually like the next couple of days, it's usually pretty. We trickle stuff in because there's a lot of stuff that goes on that first day, and then we fill it back up gradually throughout the month. He said, so even if you came on like a Friday, he said there would still be good stuff. It's not going to be all empty or anything. Sounds like they get quite a bit of donations. Because their racks are always full. Their shelves are already always, there's always stuff coming through, and they're always putting stuff out, it seems like. But then I think they kind of save some of the good stuff for like that first day. It's like a sales gig or something. But yeah, I'm pretty content.
That's actually pretty smart of them.
Yeah. So, and it used to be a lot smaller. I mean, you couldn't hardly move in that place because it was so, just everything was so close together.
Is that where you took me whenever I was there?
I think so. In Hiawatha.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. And I think that was before they remodeled. So, and made it a lot bigger. And, like their bigger items, furniture items, and things like that, they put kind of off to the side, and they just have a flat price on them, like, $25, furniture and stuff like that. So they do pretty good. Heck, all the money that I spend there, they do damn good. They make me a lot of money. They have good brands. They have good brand clothes, and you know, sold. They usually have like glasses, you know, sunglasses, and they have purses. I've made a couple of $100 just on hats, like cowboy hats and stuff that they've had. So I may just wait and just kind of, you know, maybe that'll be like next week's outing is go to the thrift store or something. Get out of the house. I may not make it to the bins this year. I don't know.
Sounds like you don't need bins if you got $3 bag sales.
So do they do that every week?
They do that every month.
Okay.
Every month. Like the day before they put out new inventory, they have the bag sale. So I definitely need to start going to that.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that I go to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, especially since that's in Hiawatha.
Mhm.
And with them having, you know, pretty good brands and everything, that's not a bad deal.
No. So, and you know, if I go over like the day before the bag sale, I can kind of scope things out. Even if I don't buy anything, I can say, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it.
And even if you don't like taking pictures
Mm-hmm.
in the store or, you know, like looking stuff up, that's what I mean. Like I feel rushed when I have to look stuff up in the store. So what I usually do is I'll take a quick snapshot of the brand if I don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get home, I look at my picture and look up the brand.
Right.
You know, and that's a good way for me to find out, you know, if that's something that I really want to invest in or, you know, or not.
Right. But yeah, I got to start counting all that stuff. And Roscoe, you need to hush. I'm not in the mood.
Mama's grappy.
No, I just maybe so.
Probably all tired out from all the elbowing and the.
I'm beat. I didn't really have to elbow. I just kind of wiggled my way in there like a little old sneaky snake. That's a good song right there. You know that song, Todd?
I think I've heard it. I don't remember how it goes.
Oh,
Sing it.
Little sneaky snake, huh?
I can't remember it. And I can't even tell you who sung it. I don't know. But I remembered hearing it when I was a kid, and I've always liked the song, so.
I don't know. Tom T. Hall.
Yeah. Mom used to think he was just the hottest thing ever.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She used to listen to him a lot. I think she was allowed to, you know, for a while, and then I think he went back to like country songs and stuff, and Dad didn't like her listening to that.
Oh yeah, I
But
remember those lyrics.
he was a gospel singer, and then he kind of went the country route, and Dad didn't like that, so she had to stop listening.
Boys and girls, take warning. If you go near the lake, keep your eyes wide open and look for Sneaky Snake. You won't see him, or maybe you won't hear, but he'll sneak up behind you and drink all your root beer. And then Sneaky Snake goes dancing, wiggling and a hissing. Sneaky Snake goes dancing, a giggling and a kissing. I don't like old Sneaky Snake. He laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, it tickles his underneath. A sneaky snake drinks root beer, and he just makes me sick. When he is not dancing, he looks just like a stick. Now he doesn't have any arms or legs. You cannot see his ears. And while we are not looking, he's stealing all of our beer. Goes dancing, wiggling and a hissing. Sneaky snake goes dancing, a giggling and a kissing. I don't like old sneaky snake. He laughs too much, you see. When he goes wiggling through the grass, it tickles his underneath. There you go. I remember those lyrics, but I don't know how it goes. I don't remember how it's sung.
I know how it's sung, but I don't want to sing it because I sound like a goof.
No, sing a little bit so I can remember.
I don't know. No, I'm not doing that. I sound like a damn fool.
No.
Sound like a dang old fool. Oh my goodness.
Beth says that concludes today's entertainment. Please remember to tip your waitress and bartender.
Damn straight.
Turn your tray.
Or you could just hit the likes up button, the thumbs
That's
up
true.
button.
That'd be good enough.
Remember to do that. You're playing bagpipes. You're playing the bagpipes, sister.
Sorry.
Oh, she's getting her package. That's all right.
I was in the other room.
Did you get a present?
I was in the other room hearing you talking about Sneaky Snake, and I was like, oh my God, I know that song. Come on.
Oh, do you?
Come on. I remember when I was a kid, my dad was a big Tom T. Hall fan. Come on. How'd you get over there, you ding dong? Get all the way. Go upstairs and get all the mice. A little Jack Russell. You're the one that's supposed to be hunting all the mice. What the hell are you doing, you freeloader?
That's what I was telling my dogs the other day. Do your job. Protect my house.
Did you ever find anything, Sally?
No, like it's a bunch of dog food.
Oh God.
Which is enough for me. I see one piece of dog food and I'm like, I don't want to do it.
Oh my gosh. He's probably like, yeah, I'm not going to say anything because that's not right.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean.
Like they were talking about mice and sticky traps, and I put
Yeah.
everybody on mute. I was like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah,
I
I don't
ain't
want to talk
listening.
about it either.
You know, Valerie, now that my show I can have guests, you're more than welcome to come on the panel. Anybody is,
Okay.
if you want.
I got me some boots.
Oh, did you get your boots?
Yeah,
Let's see them.
the ones that are made out of coconuts.
Oh,
No.
yeah, I heard you guys talking about that last night. Jessica's like, what?
I was trying. Yeah, they're pretty cute. I gotta find out if they're gonna fit my big old feet.
Let me see, Valerie.
Oh,
Oh, cool. Yeah, those are cool.
and they zip from the back, and they don't go up too high, so maybe I can get them over my big old calves.
Yeah. That's a problem I have too.
So that works. And thank you for the paper.
You'd be reusing that, huh?
Well, the thing is I only have eBay paper, and so when I'm selling on Poshmark,
Right.
it doesn't go over very well.
Yeah.
When you use, so I'm trying to use other stuff. Well,
Would they say anything?
Huh?
Would they say anything, I wonder?
I don't know. but I
I
don't want
suppose
them
it's
to.
very professional.
Yeah. I mean,
I used to send,
I got a few things that I got some eBay like snowflakes, so there's nothing that says eBay on it. So I've got a few pieces of that, but
I used to send my Amazon stuff and eBay stuff.
Me
did
too.
you?
But I send eBay stuff in Amazon boxes, so
Well, one thing you can do is with if you're sending it through with a poly bag that has
Uh-huh.
eBay on it, you could turn it inside out and just use the silver on the outside.
yeah.
That's a possibility.
Mhm.
I actually
Yep.
ordered some little poly mailer bags.
Yeah.
Just probably shouldn't have. Probably should have used what I had, but I didn't.
Well,
Um,
you can, but I'm not until I start selling on there. I'm not gonna buy anything for it.
right, right. Okay, somebody has a question.
Well, it's not like she's not going to use them
What are the dimensions laying
by
flat?
buying them. Sally.
Well, honey,
She's still going to use the poly bags on eBay if she doesn't sell anything on Poshmark.
Right.
these people. All right.
But I'd rather not
My-
get anything extra.
Yeah.
My phones are gonna die, so I'm gonna be off air for a little bit.
Okay.
She's got all kinds of battery problems.
But I can hear you because I put you on speaker.
Oh,
Okay.
don't talk about her.
I just can't talk for some dumb reason.
Are you sure you don't have some kind of mic?
I'm sure I do. I just don't know where it's at.
Testing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say, plug in your headphones and leave them on the desk. Maybe you can use the microphone part if you can still hear us.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Well, you're not. You sound like you're a little far away, but we can still hear
Right.
you.
Okay. That's
Yep.
better than no, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Alrighty.
So you're using your outside speakers now, right?
Yes.
For your computer? Okay. Yeah, we could hear you fine. You're clear. It just sounds like you're in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or,
So do I need to yell?
No. Are you yelling right now?
No.
Nope. We can hear you fine. All right. Avalanche.
What?
Something fell on her.
Oh,
Like something like went.
How did it go?
The ghost. The ghost of Michael Cunningham.
Says, what's this next?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna count all of my goodies. So I'll be
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, I can get up the stairs, not safely, but I can get up the stairs.
Well, Nikki, you be careful. I don't need you falling down the stairs and shit.
That wouldn't be good. Live from the hospital. Listed her ditches.
Oh no.
You know, I made my house sound way worse than it is. It's really not as bad as I say it is.
Mine is awful. I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Oh, I got a cha-ching.
Yay!
Holy shit. I almost forgot what the hell that sounded like. I know it's good though. It's a $7 offer.
Well. Don't be throwing those $7 offers away.
No.
I mean, unless you think it's worth way more than that. But it may spark some other sales. It always does for me.
Well, it's a hat. One of the brand new hats. I paid $1.50 for the hat, so I mean it's profit. But
Yeah.
it's a brand new with tags hat. They're getting a good deal on it. So I think it's at least $10. I mean, a brand new with tags hat, that's got to be worth at least $10, I would think. No matter what's on it.
Woohoo! I found a scarf that's Anthropology brand
It's
with tags.
It's like everything Anthropology worth money.
And I think there's lower brands that sell for less money, but Anthropology is popular, and that's what people will buy.
Is Anthropology pretty expensive stuff? I mean, everything or?
I don't know about everything.
They are very biased at Dunham's. They're biased.
They're what? Oh, I thought she was answering my question. I was like, who the hell's that? Did Mama J come back? Mm-hmm. I remember back in the day, a lot of people used to say, oh, buy Anthropology, anything Anthropology. You'll sell anything Anthropology for good money. That was a few years ago, though. I used to always think it was just like anything, everybody used to say, oh, anything Sony's worth money too, but.
I wouldn't say anything, but they have a lot of good brands and a lot of good prints and stuff like that people will buy.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna shut it down.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I'm gonna eat, so
Yeah. Well, don't
I
forget.
will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for being here with us, talking about mice and snakes and all that good stuff and all the stuff that Valerie got today. And we'll see you tomorrow on Valerie's channel. She's having her show tomorrow, and we'll see you on List It and Ditch It tonight. List It or Ditch It on Nikki's channel. So
yeah, Sally will be there later, and if anybody wants to come on as a panel member, you're more than welcome too.
Yep. So we'll see y'all tonight, and then tomorrow on Valerie's channel.
Bye, everybody. See you later.
Bye.
I'm sure we'll see you all tonight.
Bye.
Bye.